G'day guys, how are you going? So I have a different video for you today. I don't really know the direction of this video. I'm just going to kind of see how it goes. But on my official chat for community contributors for the Asia region, I saw one of the community contributors comment and say, when's the official Girl und Panzer mod coming out? And apparently it's already out. Now, I've never watched Girls und Panzer. In fact, I have really never watched anime. I don't find much enjoyment in it, but I do have a brief understanding of Girls und Panzer, and if you guys don't know, I'd probably say that wrong as well, but if you guys don't know what it is, effectively it's an anime, a Japanese anime that's become very, very popular, and it's all about tanks, and I think these schoolgirls, they go off and fight using tanks. That's probably the very basic premise of it. I could be completely off. You guys can let me know very angrily in the comments section below, but regardless, I thought, hey, let's check out this mod and see what it is, because this is official. This is an official Wargaming mod. So it's interesting and it's different. So if you're trying to load up the link, I've tried to find an English link and I can't, you'll come to this, or maybe focus on that. It's the Japanese Wargaming site, and as you can imagine, it's all in Japanese, so I don't really quite understand it, but from what I can understand, you get quite a few different cosmetic changes and also sound changes in the game. So I'll go ahead and change this to English and read you out a little bit of it. So, every one of the tank chief who takes tank carriage. That's the first line there. Clearly, Google Translate needs to step up its game because that doesn't make any bloody sense. But anyway, let's go through what it actually has in it. So it's got the Orai Girls School Anko Team character voice. So you'll get characters that sound like schoolgirls. Is that a bit odd? You tell me. You get Girls und Panzer tank skins, and I'm going to go through some screenshots here of what they look like, but we're actually going to go ahead and have a game as well. Again, I don't really understand this mod pack. I think it's a bit odd. I mean, to be fair, and between you and me, Japan is Wargaming's, I think, like their biggest market, so they're really pushing out these kind of anime things. You might have seen the Nameless tank and the Edelweiss tank. I've got the Nameless in my garage, and it's only on the Asia server, and that's for a very good reason, because the Japanese, they love the anime kind of side of things, and now we've got Girls und Panzer, so I guess it's going to draw more people towards World of Tanks. I don't know, maybe, but let's have a look at what it's all about. So let's switch over now to a different view and let's have a look at what it's going to be like in the garage. So here we are in the garage, and immediately you can see that it is just odd. I don't know how else to describe it. It's just, I mean, maybe this is what the Girls und Panzer, it must be, because that looks like a school. So what the Girls und Panzer, I don't know, hangar looks like, or I don't know, however you call it. So you can see in my garage, I have two tanks here. I have the Hetzer and the BT-7 artillery, and that looks absolutely insane. But first, let's start off with the Hetzer. So, I don't know, it's just odd. It just looks odd. Here's a picture of the normal Hetzer, and now here is the Girls und Panzer Hetzer. I mean, I guess a little bit is the side skirts and just general aesthetical difference, I guess, but the BT-7 artillery is a huge difference. Here's the normal tank, and here's the Girls und Panzer version, and you can definitely see here the difference. But of course, there are many more tanks as well. Let's go through some of them. So, if we have a look at the German line, if we take a look at the Maus, for instance, that looks really quite cool, actually. I really like that camo. And also a pretty big tank as well, I think some people do enjoy watching, is the, wait for it, M3 Lee. So the M3 Lee looks quite on. It's got a killer rabbit on the front. I don't know, it's just aesthetic differences. The armor models and the characteristics of the tanks do not change at all. It's literally just aesthetics, the way the tank looks, that changes, and nothing else changes at all. So without delaying everything, let's get into a game and see how the BT-7 artillery looks when it's playing in the game, and also so we can finally hear some of those cruise sounds, which I can almost guess that I'm not going to like. Now, just remember, guys, we're not here to see me play amazingly, because it's probably not going to happen. We're here to view the tanks in all their beauty and to see the crew. So I'm trying to just say that this is going to be a bad game, probably, because I'm not an amazing player. So do keep that in mind. So, guys, incoming voices. Bit hard to hear, but I don't really like it. Look, I gotta be honest, I don't like the way that the anime voices sound. As I said, I'm not a fan of anime. I don't like the Nameless Tanks crew where they make the same kind of noises. So, look, if you like it, then that's your thing, then awesome, good for you. But I'm not a huge fan. So just to give you guys a bit of background on this tank in general, I'm not talking about from the anime series, but the BT-7 Artillery is a tier 3 premium tank that was given out, I think it was like for their birthday, or I don't know, Wargaming Fest, something like that, maybe 1 or 2 years ago. It was one of the first tier 3s to be given out, and this tank is a bit special because it's got a derp gun on it. It's got a 75mm derp gun, and of course with derp guns you fire high explosive rounds so you can get the maximum amount of damage out. But otherwise there's not too much to say about this tank. It's just a fun little tank. It's kind of slow. It's got a fast power to weight ratio, but its top speed is actually quite slow. It's got a poor view range as well, like 290 meters. So I've got coated optics on here, but even those don't really help. Let's see if I can't hit this tank. It's also got terrible accuracy. I just can't be bothered waiting to hit that shot. Oh. Let's see if I can't hit. Oh, don't like that. Let's see if I can't hit this thick boy. Of course not. So far, it's nothing special, I guess. I mean, if you love the game, then I'm sure you'll love to see all these, characters and whatnot in these tanks from your favorite show or from one of your most liked shows. So I guess in that sense, it's kind of cool. I'm not going to bash it because I don't understand it. I'm not an anime fan myself. I'm kind of against the sexualization of schoolgirls, which I believe that this is really doing quite a lot. But I could be wrong. Again, don't really understand it. Alrighty, we got one, and it looks like their team ain't too happy about that. Let's see if I can't do a little bit more damage. Oh, I'm not going to go through the front of a Valentine. I don't need to. I'm flying high explosive. God damn it. Really not going to do anything here. So what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to track him and try and get some damage, some assistance damage that way, and keep him tracked so he's not going to hit me. And it looks like it's time for me to leave. That is my cue to get the hell out of here. Oh, and here we go. Oh shit. I did well. But anyway, you can hear through that gameplay that oh geez, look at that. Got a little white flag. That's pretty funny. Yeah, look, interesting. Again, well, not again, I'm gonna get rid of this mod as soon as I finish this video because I'm not a fan. But I mean, I will admit it's cute-ish. It's cute-ish. Anyway, let's get on to the Hetzer. So here we are on Sacred Valley. We're on a very laggy game because my computer is running a little bit slow. Might need to clean it out. Also, we got some pretty shocking ping, and the reason we have that shocking ping is because of I'm playing on the Singapore server right now because the Australia server really doesn't have enough people playing. I have to wait about 5 minutes before I might see a game, so not really interested. If you guys are Australian, please, God, go onto the Australian server and populate that because we kind of need it. I'm taking a pretty aggressive stand right here. I know I'm only in a tier 4, but this thing is just so inaccurate that I'd rather go a little bit more forward and be cautiously aggressive than stay back and try and snipe, because this is not what this tank is about with this 105mm. So if you don't know what the Hetzer is a German tier 4 non-premium tank destroyer. I never see non-premium tanks on my channel, but yeah, it's non-premium tank destroyer, and it's pretty damn overpowered at tier 4 and pretty damn useless at tier whatchamacallit, at tier 6. So keep that in mind, I suppose. Looks like our team is very scattered and spread, which will not be good. Oh, just bounced a heat round. Just gonna fire into there. Oh, we are dead. I can't believe I survived. And there you go. That's the strength of the Hetzer right there. You can survive encounters like that, which you should not be able to survive. Yeah. Is there anything that exciting? Not really. Am I about to die? Yes. Ugh. I tried. But I guess it gives us a good opportunity to have a look at the tank itself with its destruction model. So initially I thought that the destruction model would mean that the tank was, you know, going to be destroyed like in-game and you'll be able to see parts of the tank fall off. I guess not. I guess it's literally when it's destroyed. So it looks like we've lost part of the tank. Back in my garage after being completely wrecked in-game. Let's pull up another tank so we can see what it looks like in the meantime while I'm chatting about this. What do I think about the mod pack? Well, I mean, if you like it, if you like und Panzer, then for sure, you know, get it. It's free. There's no cost in it. There might be cost in getting some sort of extra voice packages. I'm not 100% sure about that, but for me, so far, it's been obviously free. And I mean, yeah, I guess you can play as the things you want. I don't really like und Panzer. I have my own views about it, mainly being that I feel like it's just over sexualization of effectively schoolgirls, you know, with their tight dresses, things like that. I don't know. I find it uncomfortable to watch. So I haven't watched it personally, but that's just my personal view. Most animes, I feel like, have some sort of weird sexualization to them. So I guess, you know, if animes are your thing, then animes are your thing. But they're not really my thing. I just thought it'd be interesting to make a video and show you guys that this does exist, because it's kind of on the hush-hush in the English community. But yeah, I mean, it's cool, but I'll be deleting it pretty much immediately. Anyway, guys, enough rambling on. Thank you very, very much for watching. Subscribe, leave a like, comment, and I'll catch you next time.